Right, seriously, what Victor have going on over there? All right, we are live, folks. We are live. You know I got to do my little. Yes, so we are back. We are live, and we're gonna kick this thing off with the countdown. Let's go. And we are live. Why do I always get caught off guard? I mean, I didn't even, wait a minute, because you're going to hear some feedback right now. I didn't even have a chance to, tag myself or share this video yet. And that was what, like 40 seconds or something? Yeah. I got to do better. All right. So, of course, I have to share this first before we get started. How y'all feeling tonight out there? Y'all good?
I feel all right.
Okay.
I hate to tell y'all, we got technical difficulty, so I'm gonna have to exit and come back in. So bring me back in.
Okay, I'll bring you back in. So, guys, I've been a little under the weather Tuesday, so we missed Tangy Tea Tuesday. But I'm feeling much better. Thank the Lord.
That's good.
So, yeah, still a little, a little stuffy, a little tight in my chest, but things are good. Things are much.
No COVID, right?
Thank God. That was negative. So praise God for that. So I'm thinking it's my sinuses, But let me find this so that I can share to my page. But y'all good?
Oh, yeah.
Bring Fatine back.
Thank you.
And
what happens is every time I touch my cord, it shorts and then it locks. I can't hear you. So I can't touch my mic.
Can't touch this.
Can't touch that, man. Got to stay in that same position.
It is Throwback Thursday, so
Throw it back. Throw it back.
Yeah.
Throw it back. Throw it back.
Did you tag us?
I tagged you just now. All right, let's get this show started, guys. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where everything's go down. Like we talk about any and everything here on the tea. And we would love for you to be a guest one day. So make sure you email me, tangyteaoflife@gmail.com. Or you can send me a message right there through Messenger. So tonight we have, and let me say, I don't know what it is. I don't know how this show became a relationship show. Hey, if y'all like it, we love it. So we must be doing something right, giving some good advice or something, because we keep getting these email letters about relationships and they having problems and all of this stuff. But it's a good thing. I'm not mad at all. I appreciate all of your emails, your inboxes, your topic suggestions, all of that. I appreciate it so much. So on that, this is to you. Clink, 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 clink. Yes. Some hot tea.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
For this hot
a little iced tea. Right.
A little iced tea. That's what you're sipping on over there.
Yeah, that's right. A little iced tea, a little hard iced tea.
What you sipping on, Victor?
I got a little water right now. That's all I got.
Oh, okay. What about you, Tori?
Water.
That's a good thing.
That's holy. Remember, that's holy water for her now. Remember, holy water.
Here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with it. All right. So let's get started, guys. This is the email letter. And it starts off like this. Should I tell my mom that my dad is cheating. Married for 32 years and he's stepping out on my mom. My dad is 61 years old. You would think that he has grown out of his cheating ways by now. I was told by a close relative that they've witnessed my dad going to see another woman in their neighborhood, not once, but multiple times. My mom is a good woman and does nothing but stay at home, cook, clean, and take care of her one granddaughter when I have to work night shift. I want to tell my mom, but I don't want to see her hurt. And besides, I have a great relationship with my dad. I'm the only child and I love the both of them. I'm stuck in a hard place. Should I tell or just pretend like I didn't hear this about my dad? I look at him with disgust sometimes when I'm at their house because how could he do this to my mom? How could he do this to our family? I don't personally know the other woman, but I've seen her around town. Please give me some advice. Thanks, heartbroken daughter. Well, that's a tough one.
That's
And
simple.
I must say that
This is easy.
Thank you, Patine.
It's not
easy.
we're talking about parents here. Parents who she loved. She loved both her mother and her father. It's not like she have something going on over here with her dad where she don't want to have anything to do with him, or she don't want to have anything to do with her mom. She loved both of her parents. So she's in a very hard, sticky situation. I mean, should she tell her mom that her dad is cheating on her and destroy the family? We don't know if the mother will stay. We don't know if the mother will leave. But just to the thought of me having to go to my mother and say, Mom, I have something to tell you. My dad is cheating on you. And then it's another thing because, okay, this is a relative that is telling you this information. You didn't see it for your own eyes. We have to be careful. We have to be mindful when people are coming back spreading news. We have to be very mindful about that. But that's a very hard thing, that's a very sticky situation. What you guys think?
Victor, you co-host. You go next. You go first, bro.
Wait, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Fatine. I didn't even introduce my panel. I'm so sorry. I mean, we have new viewers out there. My mind is all twisted tonight. So, yes, back with me again tonight is my co-host, Victor.
What's going on? I got Nancy with me tonight.
Oh, God.
He's so over the top for all of you who are new joining the show tonight. Okay.
Do the most.
Do the most. Okay. Then I have my girl Tori sitting in with us again tonight. What's going on, Tori?
What's up?
I have Fatine all the way from New York in the house. #1 radio station, WBLS.
Yeah. What's going on, folks? Good to
good,
be here with my regular crew.
So, Victor, what do you think about this?
It's all speculation, Veronica. Unless the person actually seen them doing anything, then you can't really say that man is actually cheating. Now, when you start, that's something we can talk about later, defining what exactly is cheating. But until you actually know, then there's no point even bringing that up. Plus, that's none of her business because she has ties to both parties in this, so she just needs to stay out of it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Golly.
Tori, you want to go or you want me to go?
This is really tough for me because if you don't have the issue with both parents, because here's the thing, first of all, before you say anything, you have to verify that it's true, because you can't always go by hearsay, because people, haters will flat out lie for no reason. Yep. So that's the first thing you got to verify to make sure if it's true. And if she verified the information and it is true, I would confront the father first. And I would tell him that you're hurting my mom, that I'm going to tell it. I'm sorry, Victor. You can look all crazy you want to. I'm going to tell it.
How you confront your daddy, though? How you confront your daddy?
Listen, here's the situation. Here's the situation. If in this case they're an adult, right? Me personally, I would confront the daddy and ask him about it. Cause like, what if she doesn't? Okay, what if she verifies it? It's true. She doesn't mention it to her father, and it does. Her mother finds out, and her mother finds out that she knew about it and did not tell her. Come on. I say I would verify it's true first. If it's true, then I'm gonna talk to my daddy about it. Like, why you hurting my mama? Because I'm very protective when it comes to my mama. So I'm be like, why you hurting my mama? And I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna tell it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell it.
Well, I'm gonna jump in here now, and the reason why I say this is a little easy. So I always have a story. So
Oh boy.
I always have a story here, but on the serious side, I'm going the route Tori's going to a degree. I'm a grown man, and my father, if my parents were living, because as a child, I snitched on my father, and he told me we went out, and I was a kid, and he said, "Now I got to make a stop over at so and so house." And I remember leaving the house, and my mother said to my father, "Charles, don't you go over to so and so house? Don't you dare go over there." So I ain't paying. I hear, but I ain't paying no mind to it till we get ready to get on the bus, and he says, "Now listen, I got to make a stop over here. Now you don't tell your mama. You don't tell mama. You don't tell so and so. Now you got this, right? Yeah, Daddy, I got it. Now you sure you got this? Daddy, I got you." Get back home. Guess what happened? My father go out. Ma, now you can't say nothing now. What are you talking about, boy? Ma, now look, I got something to tell you, but you can't say nothing. What is it, boy? Daddy went over to so-and-so house. I thought my mom's got my back. Next thing, my mother's at the window. Charles, get in this. Boy, and he couldn't touch me because she had my back. But that's a kid snitching on the father. Now, fast forward. As a grown man, first of all, I need to see what's going on. And if I don't see what's going on, like you said, Tori, I had a great relationship with both my parents. I'm a grown man. I'm gonna pull my father to the side. Hey, Dad. Hey, listen, I'm getting word about so and so, and what's up? And when I use the word "what's up," not in a disrespectful way, because that's still my father. Even though I'm a grown man, I'm still going to give my father that respect because he is my father. But I am going to talk to him in a way, "Dad, what's up? We talking man to man. What's happening? So and so." I'm not going to go to my mom's and just flat out and tell my father. But we are going to have a conversation, and there needs to be something to be rectified here. If he feels that this is something that he needs to continue to do, then I'm going to say, man to man, then you need to tell Ma, because I cannot sit here looking Ma in the face and holding this here. So there has to be some kind of ultimatum. And if he is not going to do that, then as a man, I'm going to say, "Dad, look, I can't do this because I can't play this game. I'm going to have to either sit you both down, or I'm going to have a conversation."
But then you getting ready to bring some confusion in the house.
No, because I'm not going to do that to my mother, like Tori said, because if she finds out that I knew, that hurts her more. So I'm going to put the onus back on my father. He's going to make the decision on what is going to be done. I'm not going to tell him.
So if he don't tell, then what?
Then I'm gonna say, "Dad, I can't continue to do this, because if the shoe is on the other foot, I would tell Ma to do the same thing, to talk to you, because y'all are grown and y'all got to deal with this."
Go ahead, Victor.
Let me say something. My child ain't gonna never sit me down and talk about shit. I'm gonna tell you that now. If my child approach me, I'm approaching them with these right here.
You said child. I'm a grown man.
But
now, if you my father, Victor, I'm gonna pull you to the side and say, "Yo, Dad, listen.
Then we fight.
You telling me you don't respect your child as a grown man that you raised? That if he sees something that you doing that he pulls you to the side with respect and say, hey, Dad, this ain't easy to do. This ain't easy because you know how you raised me and you know I don't come to you with no disrespect.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is something that is hurting my heart. Now, if I'm coming to you as a man, now you may not like it. And I don't want to fight my father. I would never even want to sit here and fight my father. I would never. I'm gonna take the first one.
Okay,
you ain't gonna be beating up on me now, Vic. Come on. Okay,
you coming to him as a man.
Yes.
But what are you doing? Do you have any skeletons in your closet?
No, it has nothing to do with no. What ain't got nothing to do with my skeletons? Has nothing to do. This ain't about me. This ain't about me. This ain't about me. This is about her. She said she needs. This person said they wrote a letter. They need help.
Remember,
this ain't about skeletons. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. I can't really fuss with them tonight, guys, because I got this pressure in my chest. So I already had a little conversation before we got on the tea, and I was like, hey, y'all try to out-talk me. I'll raise my hand like I'm in church. That means, hey, let me get a little something in. But okay, I totally get what you're saying, Fatim. But I think that is such a hard thing, and we can sit here and say what we would and we wouldn't do. We're not in that situation. I love both of my parents, and it would be very hard for me to even go and approach my dad and be like, Daddy, I know you out there creeping with Louise. Now,
that ain't how you approach him. You don't say it. You don't say it like that. Maybe it's a man and woman thing.
I'm a female. I will approach my dad that way. Now you a man. Now you may approach him in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm a daddy's girl, so I'm gonna go to my dad and be like, Daddy, I hear you and Louise got something going on, but I don't even know how I would approach. I don't know.
You can't. First of all, let me tell you this. My son, I don't give a damn how old he is. There are certain instances and certain things that he's never gonna be able to talk to me about. I'm never gonna talk to my son about a sexual relationship I'm having with anybody. That's never going to happen. Me and my daughters, me and my kids, we may or may not have a drink, but I seriously doubt it that me and my kids will ever party together. Third of all, if I'm doing something behind my old lady back, my son better not ever come to me and stress to me about how disappointed he is with me, because that ain't none of his damn business to start with. Because apparently I ain't keeping my shit clean. But all I'm saying is, when a child is approaching a parent about something that the parent is doing, you need to be real careful about what you do and how you approach the parent, because at the end of the day, you still a child to your parent, no matter how old you is.
That's true.
So Victor, what you saying basically is that your child is, if they supposed to just act like they don't see anything, which is basically condoning your wrongdoing, knowing that it's not only breaking their heart to see it, if they validate that it's true, not only is breaking their heart, and it's hurting them. No child's gonna want to see their mother hurting as well.
Of course not.
So you okay with them condoning your wrongdoing? Is what you're saying?
We didn't confirm that this person is cheating or not. It was just an allegation.
But what I'm saying,
but let's say if you do find out that it is, well, that's the point, Victor, of coming to you as the person and saying, listen, I heard this. Look, bottom line is, look, I ain't going on this. You know what's what, true and true. I'm just coming to you as your flesh and blood. That's all. I'm coming to you. But my daughter just had a talk with me about maybe 45 minutes ago. It wasn't an easy conversation, but I don't look at her as disrespect. It was something dealing with me and her moms, and she had to voice that. And she wasn't disrespectful, and she put what she had to put on the table. That's how I raise my children. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't come with no disrespect, because you out of line when it's disrespect. But you think me to sit here and think that I'm going to allow you, my father, and I hear what Vic's saying. I'm looking at Vic as being my father, but that woman is my mother, and if y'all still together and and we establish that this is true, and you want me to walk around her like this ain't, at the end of the day, and this is eating me up, I'm just saying, hey, I think there's a way to handle this, and there needs to be in the man-to-man conversation. There needs to be a conversation, and that's how it is.
Well, I mean, I know a couple that this actually happened to, and the daughter isn't talking to her dad. Point blank, have no relationship with her father at this present time because of a situation like this happening. And I just think that is horrible that it would have to come to a family being destroyed. I really do think that people should mind their business at a certain point, like that relative that told the daughter. I don't know how I feel about that. She said that she saw him multiple times going to this woman's house. Do you know what he was going over there for? How long did he stay? Were they outside talking, or did they go in the house? I mean, we have to be mindful how we take news to people, because that news that you told to someone else can destroy an entire family, not just one or two people, like the entire family. So we just have to be mindful. Let's see what the people are saying. Thank you all for your comments.
Veronica, let me say one thing. The only person that could come to me in my relationship about my relationship is the only other person in that relationship. The best thing they could do, go ahead and tell the mama and let the mama go ahead and approach the daddy, and just hope that the mama be keep some kind of discretion when she's saying who told her what. But my child could never come to me and say anything about me doing whatever I'm doing in my relationship. And to press it a little further, my mother can't even come to me and tell me anything that I'm doing in my relationship. That's just me.
They can only give advice. I mean, you don't want that either, though?
I take the advice. I would take the advice. But as far as you telling me, do right and straighten up and all that, nah.
I mean, I didn't say that. See, that's what I'm doing. See, that's what I'm saying. If I came to Victor as his son and he taught me how to, and want you to get to the comments, you taught me right from wrong, then don't put it on me when I come approach you about you doing some wrong, but I'm not chastising you. I'm coming to you and say, yo, daddy, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, we having just a conversation to see if this is something that can be dealt with, because this is true. This is not easy for me dealing. And I'm letting you know this ain't easy for me dealing. Now, you just said you would rather me tell your wife my mom's and then let her handle it. Then if that's what you want, instead of coming to you man to man first, then I'll go tell her. But damn it, you ain't gonna have me thinking I'm scared to come to you as a grown goddamn man. Shit, that ain't gonna happen.
But remember,
that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
Team, now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a little word.
You and Victor with these words.
Go ahead.
But for team, me and you, we present ourselves as alpha males. So there's going to have to be a shift of power somewhere. And as the older male, you never really want to give up that power, because eventually your son is eventually going to take that leadership role, and you're going to have to do whatever. So at 61, I don't know, but I get what you're saying, and I respect exactly.
And I'm going to take that back seat. I'm going to take that back seat coming to you, because I should not, be disrespectful. Even if you are doing wrong, I'm not coming to chastise you. I'm just coming to have a conversation with you. And I'm going to lay it out numerous times. Daddy, this ain't about no disrespect. If you looking at it like that, now if you say, I said my piece and then I walk away, but at least I got that off my chest. But
I'll go along with that. I can go along with that.
But Victor, I'm looking at one of the comments. I agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get to. I'm going to get to the comments. Go ahead, Tori.
No, the one person said toxic. I've agreed.
Victor is toxic.
Got me cursing on here.
Toxic. Victor is toxic.
Oh gosh, let's see.
Toxic and narcissistic.
Let's see. It is tough. This is a very tough situation. But she said, Mondale said, I'm telling though.
Right. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, can we go a step further and can we define what cheating is, please?
Mm,
Woo.
that's a
Cheat.
good
We
one.
know, but
I'll start. I'll
we know
start.
it's physical. Go ahead, Veronica.
You know it's what?
We know it's physical. We know physicality is cheating, but
Yeah.
can you define what cheating is, please?
Yes. Cheating is holding a conversation with someone other than your spouse or, whoever you're with. Texting and sending messages, inboxing, and, that's cheating to me.
Right,
Can I get the bell? Writing letters, notes. Yes, that is definitely cheating. Can I get the bell, please? Every time I say something, can I get a ding? Okay, thank you very
I
much.
don't agree with everything you said because I don't agree with the talking. So I ain't give you no bell on that because that ain't gonna happen. As many people in my line of work.
Listen, I'm not saying like, hey, how you doing? How you been? It's good to see you. So great. But when you're getting into detailed text messages and all that, like, oh, you look nice today. I saw you with that skirt on. Yeah, you had looked really good. It was fitting you too. That butt was banging.
Oh, that's different. Now that's crossing the line.
Well, okay, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
crossing the line.
That's the kind of talking in the text messages that I'm talking about, the inboxes and all that. I think
You get that bell. You get a bell.
all of that to me is considered cheating.
Okay.
Overstepping your boundaries. Know how to handle if you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage, know how to talk to another individual without coming across as you trying to hit on them. Because to me, all of that is flirting, cheating, all of that is in there together. And of course, intercourse, like Victor said, all of that we know is cheating. What you were saying, Tori?
I lost my train of thought. No, I think I was just saying Victor toxic and narcissistic. But as far as cheating, there's just like because I saw someone that say it's physical, emotional, and mental. Because if you're texting something and it's something that you cannot show your significant other,
right?
If you get inboxes and you have to delete them, and like what I don't like about social media, they have this thing called invisible. Invisible, and I'm like, what? This making it so easy.
There's so many ways to be cheating now. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
they got apps. They got apps for cheating. Like, it's everywhere.
They got rooms you pulling people in. Like,
it's very easy.
No, it's a lot. If you got a second guess, don't do it. If you're anything that you cannot tell your significant other about, that means don't do it. Point blank.
But that might not be cheating though, Tori.
That's correct.
What might not be cheating?
Anything
let me. All right, let's say this. Let's say there's somebody at my job, a female that's having a tough time at the time, and I go just take $500 out and give it to her and say, "Don't worry about paying me back." I can't go, but I'm just saying.
And it don't affect the household.
It don't affect the household, and I give her $500. I can't tell my old lady I did that because she's gonna look at it like, well, she's gonna lead more into it than me just giving that 500 and helping someone out. Exactly. So, not everything is considered cheating.
I don't know, but that sounds kind of suspicious to me.
I mean, yeah, it is, but it's still honest. What you think, team?
Well, I just think that, I probably would handle the money thing a little differently, but I do understand what you're saying. And I just don't draw no tight boundaries around myself in life like that. I guess my career and the kind of field I work in, I communicate with a lot of people. There is a level of flirting. I've seen Cardi B. Hey, Cardi, hey, come on, girl, looking good. Let me take this picture with you. I did. Keisha Cole. We went.
We've all been there.
So that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, there's certain grounds. I think that the part of cheating is when you stepping out of your relationship to get something that fulfilling that you're not getting in your relationship at home. That's basically where cheating is. But flirting, some people can flirt both ways, a little bit, a little here and there. That keeps you going. That keeps you feeling young. Keep that hair not as gray as quick sometimes. So
you don't mind if someone flirts with your lady, with your wife?
Yeah, I've seen it, and I've seen her check it. I've seen her where take the compliment, smile a little bit, and okay now, all right, and in with both ways, So that's what I'm saying. I can't live my life. Maybe I'm older now, and some of the young folks looking on here may be different. But at the end of the day, when you know and respect one another, and you really trust, the word is trust, because you can love somebody but don't trust them, then it ain't gonna work. So if trust comes into play, you cannot live your life, breathing, and somebody, I saw him looking at you. It's just not how you live your life.
Nakia, I think Nakia says anything you cannot discuss with your significant other is cheating. If you have to hide it, it's cheating. Well, is it cheating if you are having sex with your significant other but imagining someone else's face?
I never did that before.
What'd you say?
I've never did that before. Imagine somebody else's face. I've never done that.
Not even a celebrity or anybody?
No, nope. Not play that. Nope. Now, if I dream about it, it's different, but I ain't having intercourse in there.
Vic, I can't even get my hand right.
Yes, voodoo child. To me, it is cheating. That's why he pointing at me. Yes, voodoo child. To me, that's considered cheating.
But okay, wait a minute. Wait. Okay, but how about if the sex ain't good though?
With your significant other? I've said that before. That's why I told y'all about that one-on-one for the rest of your life.
And you have to think about somebody else to get that full effect, like
Then you know what? It may be cheating, but that's the only way that you're gonna get through. That's bad. Yeah. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. That's not gonna survive.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely no good, but it happens.
Oh, of course it does. But where does it lead you? And that's the question. What is the
good night's rest? Give me the bell.
For the moment. That's right.
Yes.
For the moment.
Give me the bell.
Yeah, you got that much. But let's get back to this here thing about approaching.
Yes, let's get some comments in about that. Like Letitia says her mama probably already know. And probably fact.
That's true.
She also says mind her business. She said that first, and she says her mama probably knows it. Let's see. Confront her daddy.
That's what I said.
Well, let's.
But not confront in the sense of confrontation, but have a conversation, because it's going to be bothering both of them. It's bothering both.
Let's talk about the upfront cheating that go on in the sanctuary that we all know that nobody don't want to talk about. And
I thought we were gonna say that for the past.
Yeah, but see, between me and you know, and we'll see it, and the congregation all know it, and ain't nobody want to say nothing.
Say nothing. That's correct.
But people quick to want to tell on somebody else, but they won't tell on Pastor James and Sister Odell over there doing that. Tor, you can look like that, but you know that go on.
That's because they. That's because they
on my nerves.
They trying to get saved. They ain't telling on the pastor. The pastor bringing the word.
Well, the pastor can't save them. The pastor cannot save them. But I tell you one thing.
You're right. The pastor can't save them.
He's saving 10% of your tithes going to Sister Odell to pay for that new Cadillac she got that he had to buy. To keep up my clothes.
And I'm not gonna paint all reverends with a broad brush. I wouldn't do that, just in case a reverend is watching. But they are. I've seen in South Carolina. I'm not calling out South Carolina. This is where I saw this at. I saw where there was because they appoint a minister to this church. I'm not gonna say what town, and come to find out, it was known because he wound up starting to talk to this young girl, and the next thing you know, they had a baby. Whoa. And then they had another baby, and then he wasn't with that one talking to another one. So it got back to up top, not God, but to the people, that runs this whole thing, and they transfer that preacher out of that time.
That don't happen here in South Carolina. I don't know where you was at.
No, that was in South Carolina.
The dirt on my nerves.
It happens all over. It happens all over. So that
He get on my nerves. He got to bring it first.
Yeah. But
you gotta send somebody.
You know why? You know why? Because I was talking with another brother, and he said he's in the church, and he says the reason why Victor brings that up, not to point out the church, it's just that too many people say they're holy and sanctified, and they as dirty or dirtier than the person that don't go to church. That's why people bring up the church, because they live in a lie, and that's why they do that.
Well, those are facts.
Know why.
Those are facts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
we hold pastors, and
because we elevate them. We elevate them because they
for a higher standard. We don't expect that from them because they're bringing us the word. They are teaching us what we should and shouldn't be doing. So we don't expect for them to do it, but. Hey.
But Jesus said it. The flesh is weak.
The flesh is
weak. You can't name one church in South Carolina right now that don't have some kind of sexual scandal that's going on, and people they talking about it, but they ain't talking about it. It ain't one.
Excuse me?
I'm not saying it has to do with it. I'm not saying it has to do with the pastor.
You just in the church.
In the church.
Yeah, that's definitely.
It'll be a sexual scandal. And people won't talk about it, but you'll go out on the street and tell so-and-so, you'll tell Susan that John over there cheating, but you won't tell the lady you sit next to in pew every Sunday that her husband is all up in your inbox, all up in your DMs, and you going to see him. So you got to have it. You can't have it, both ways. You either going to be this way or you're going to be this way.
All right. Anika says she should mind her business. What happens in their relationship is between them.
Oh my goodness.
Our girl Jessica says, how do you know if the parents don't have an agreement or understanding? That's true.
Well, the only way you find out is you have a conversation.
That's
why you have a conversation.
Victor, that's toxic.
Oh my God.
If you teach your child right from wrong, don't get upset when they come correct you.
That's right.
Do as I say, not as I do. Every parent does that. I drink, and I don't want my kids drinking, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But remember, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
You
may say it. Right. You may say it, but you got to realize that DNA is there. You know what I'm saying?
When I was a kid, I caught my pops and his side piece in the sex act multiple times. Never thought about saying anything. Ain't my business. Oh, and I didn't say anything about my mother either.
Woo! Oh, mama doing her thing.
Well, that's why. Couldn't tell on one another because if they both was doing it
in the pub, doing it after dark.
Wow. Doing it. Throwback Thursday. Who sing that song? Doing it.
Well, can I ask a question then?
Now all off topic.
You know how we do.
Tori, I got a question for you. If you saw a prominent figure in the church cheating, would you tell?
I got to tell.
Wait a minute, who I'm telling? Who I'm supposed to be telling?
The other person in the relationship.
That ain't none of your business, Tori. None.
No, it ain't. I wouldn't tell.
I hope not.
But wait a minute. But you'll tell on your daddy?
Because that's blood. Daddy. That's blood.
That's different.
You gonna tell on your daddy, or you gonna have a talk with him first? You gonna have a talk with him first, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. We're gonna first thing I'm going to validate that it's true. Then I'm gonna, have a conversation with him, and I'm gonna tell. But what Victor is asking, no,
What if your father says to you, Tori?
No, I'm not telling him.
Let's just say you have the conversation.
But no, the big question. Okay, I'm sorry, Fatine. Say that again.
What if you have that conversation with your father, and he comes out and say, "Baby, I know this is hard. I'm telling you the truth, but I'm asking you not to tell your mother. Now, what do you do? Because he's asking you now, as your father, not to tell your mother. How do you handle that now?
I'm still gonna tell.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
at the end of the day,
Wow.
my mother's he's still hurting my mom. So I'm still
Would
gonna
you,
tell.
would you do it the other way around? If your mom's, would you tell your father? It's the same thing your mother saying to you, baby, don't tell your father. What would you do? You should be answering that quick.
I'm gonna tell, do the same thing. I'm gonna talk to my mama first, verify is it true, talk to my mama first. And especially here's the thing. Okay, let me put it like this. If my parents are like Veronica and she's close with her parents. So if I'm in that situation where Veronica, like if I was in Veronica's shoes, I would do either or. Like I would, if it's my mom, I'm going to verify it's true, and I'm going to talk to my mom about it, and I'm going to tell my daddy. And if it's the other way around, if it's my daddy, I'm going to verify it's true, and I'm going to tell both parties. But like, say if there's an instance where your relationship may be strained with one parent. Now, here's the thing.
Okay,
and I'm just being honest and transparent, I'm thinking, of course, the spiritual aspect of it for me, I would want to tell, but the flesh part of me would be if I was strained with one of the parents, especially if I'm strained with the parent that being cheated on, I'm gonna just let them get cheated on. And I'm being honest because I'm not perfect. And I know the flesh part of me, if I got a strained relationship with one of those parents, I'm not gonna say it. But if I'm close to both of them, I'm gonna tell it.
I appreciate that.
And I'm just being honest.
That's what we. That's that. Now that's.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna feel bad about it. My conscience is gonna beat me up about it. But the flesh sometimes, especially if you got an issue with that person.
Sometimes it's hard to tame this flesh, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Look,
yeah.
Right, Veronica?
Wait, you said the flesh is what? Sorry, Victor.
I said it's hard to tame the flesh sometimes.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yes, it is.
So you telling me, Tori, that you will save the pastor's relationship and destroy your parental relationship? That's crazy. I don't get it. I would never do anything to jeopardize my parents.
Listen, what you asked me, that ain't none of my business. My parents, that's my
It's interesting the way Victor puts that out. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Because why would you? That's not my business. Because I hear you, but then that's what I'm saying. This is not easy. See, that's what I'm saying. When you're not emotionally attached to these things, you can always give advice. But when you're emotionally tied in there or look at it from a different perspective, then you say, wait a minute.
So let me say why I say that, because I've been in that situation before with a family member, and I told them, it was a female family member that I was close to, and I told them what was going on, right? And because what it was, they were being appropriate with me, and I told the family member what was going on. They flipped on me.
Mm-hmm.
And then months later, you gonna come back and apologize because you saw it for yourself.
That's why sometimes you have to mind your business.
That's what I'm saying. In a situation where I just with my mom and my dad, I'm gonna tell it. But anybody else, I'm not going.
And you know what happens? What happens is that's why I learned now that through wisdom, mind your business. You know why? Because when you open your mouth, you wind up damaging that relationship. The other two people that you done open your mouth about, they went through the real rough patch, but they get back together. They good again. They're good, but you ain't good no more. So that's why I said you got to learn and pick which battles you want to get in. Because at the end of the day, some of these battles ain't worth your trying to be morally right all the time. Sometimes put your backside in a sling. So you got to think. Gotta think.
You have to be careful about that, because now your family, they all looking at you, Tori, like,
You're a
but
troublemaker.
your mom and dad still together, but they looking at you like, can't do nothing
You're in
around
trouble.
her.
You're a
Can't trust her.
troublemaker.
That's right. We hit this $1 million. We tell her we hit for $100. Give her 50 and let her go on about her business.
But see, that's just like, we have to be mindful.
Don't do that around me.
We have to be mindful when we're talking about pastors, though. That's just like Jessica. I probably can't find a comment now because there's comments constantly coming in. But pastors are men first. Like, they still have flesh. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we know we put them on a pedestal. Like, they're not supposed to be doing nothing.
Don't say we. Don't say we. Don't say we.
Well, most people put them on a pedestal, like they can't do no wrong. But we know different. We know that they are human, just like everybody else. They make mistakes, but I do feel like before you know, and it's just me, I do feel like before you take that, it's not an oath or whatever they go through to become a reverend pastor or whatever. I do feel like. Go ahead, Victor.
I'll tell you this. I was at a church one time, and I really respect this guy. What he said was one day he was in the middle of his sermon and he just stopped, and it was Pastor Steve at the Family Worship Center, and he just stopped and he was at the he was at the middle of his sermon, and he said, he just stopped and he said, you know, I have a real issue with women coming into my office asking me about counseling. He says, we have a women's ministry for that. If you want to talk to me about anything and you're a woman, you need to make sure you go through my wife first and make sure she's in the office as well. I will never, ever forget how strongly he was talking to the women about church etiquette and him not being put in a position that it even looks funny. So I respect him. He don't even know me, but I just so happen to be sitting in the congregation, and I don't know if something happened, but it was like in the middle of his sermon talking about something else. He just jumped into that, and I'll never forget that. And I'll never forget that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not Pastor. Yeah, that's not Pastor too. Much respect, Pastor Mac. Like, he will not have a counseling service if both the husband and the wife is not present.
Good.
Like, he would
That's the same at my church as well.
He won't do it.
Yeah.
Because just like somebody like Tori go and talk about they saw. Oh, I saw.
You know, I can do that look again. How's she gonna
do that again?
I saw the
pastor. Now see, y'all making me look like
Sorry, when we have a picnic, when we have that church picnic, you ain't being invited, Tori.
Tori and Tom Rice is not invited to the picnic.
Voodoo said, I don't want to be a pastor if I can't have relationships with my congregation.
Oh, Lord.
God.
You know. Oh my gosh.
That's a good way.
Well, I'm gonna ask you something.
Yes, sir.
So Tori, you would break your parents' shit up. That's crazy. Just mind your business, tattletale.
Oh,
but team, let me ask you something.
Yes, Vic.
Because you've lived in South and New York, is the hands-on the pastors that down here are a little bit more. I don't know. I just feel like they're a little bit more friendlier than they up north. Is that a true assumption?
I think that
everything is friendlier in the South.
Well, it's more
friendlier than people in the North.
It's more of a family kind of friendly, more in the South. Yeah, pastors up here are friendly because they get to know their congregation and they get to know people one-on-one. So you have that one-on-one relationship. But I feel in the South, a little bit smaller at times. I mean, you do have some mega churches in the South also. But I just think it's more of a family kind of
Yeah,
But I always call it that Southern hospitality. When I come to the South, there's
right.
a little bit more of that Southern hospitality. When you
So
come
how
down,
is
Up
so how
north,
is a
there's a lot
cheating
of mega
pastor?
churches.
huh?
Go ahead, Victor.
How is a pastor and his transgressions dealt with up north? Because I've seen it down here, but how is it dealt with if the pastor's sleeping around? I mean, or church
How do
members
we even
sleeping
get
with
on
deacons?
pastors? You know what?
Victor,
You're messy. You're
Victor
so messy.
messy. Victor is messy. He's
I should
toxic
have my
and he's
pastors on here tonight.
narcissistic.
I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm not
You
gonna
know why
taint.
Victor bringing
I'm not
up
gonna.
church.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna taint anything. I never ran into the churches I've been to that there was a pastor scandal that got out. If there was one there that got out that had to be dealt with. So the only scandal that I can recall was the whole Eddie Long thing, and the reason why, because
Oh,
before and Pastor Eddie Long is not living no more, but before it got out about him on our talk shows, we had somebody that was calling him out before it came out. And that was very interesting. And of course, he confronted and said that wasn't true, which it did come out to see that it was true. But since he's not here, I don't say too much about it. But those folks that know that they have influence and people come to trust you, if you that furnace is going to be turned up a little extra higher, you get the hell, because you're going to bust hell wide open.
ooh,
Well,
don't put
well,
them there. Don't put them there.
well, Veronica, let
I
me.
said some of those folks that are that what they know they're wrong and foul. Those are the ones that gonna bust hell wide open.
They
Well,
may
Those,
ask for forgiveness. They may ask for forgiveness before they even go down. You don't
those
know.
that's between them and God. I tell you, that's between them and their God.
Hello.
Veronica and Tori, the only reason I brought it up, other than your father, and I'm just saying, other than your father, who is the other person in your life that has that much influence? And that would be a reverend or a pastor. That's why I keep bringing that up. Tori, just stop, man. God, dog.
Victor know I'm churchy. So that's why he doing that. So hush.
But that's why I keep bringing it up, because that's the only in the pastor. I mean, you can keep saying, your parents and you do this, but if you'll do it to your parents but won't do it to the reverend, then it's like,
Okay, let's jump on this. Let's jump on this real quick because I'm not fooling with Victor. Okay.
Please don't.
So within the letter, I had an inbox come to me, and I think this is a good time to bring up this message or whatever that was sent to my inbox. It is from a guy, and I shared it with Victor earlier, so I'm going to share it with you guys. Tori, you'll love this one. So he says, ladies, stop. I hear this a lot on your show. We don't mean to hurt our women. We love the one we are with. It's just sometimes we have tough decisions and we don't always think with the right part of our bodies. Most of the time, we missing out on things from the one we with, so we find it from someone else. It is right. It is right. Is it right? He's saying, is it right? No, but it's exciting. I'm with someone now, but she's not the only one. And you bragging about that? Okay. Anyway, stop asking why we do the things we do. We do dumb shit. We are not perfect, so stop trying to find a perfect man. We do not exist.
Ooh.
Well, maybe in your world, but there are some good men out there, sir. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? No, seriously, there are some good men. There are some good men out there. Okay, not all men are dogs or whatever, but I mean, what are y'all thoughts on that little message that he sent?
Oh my goodness.
I like it. I like it because at the end of the day, I keep saying this, that you're not going to be able, if to you bring up a lot of issues, and we do bring up a lot of issues on this show. And I keep saying that if you are going to continue to look at it from just the perfect man position, the position, without having a conversation and understanding and hearing the other side, then you can't go forward, because you have to hear, and not only hear is to understand what they're saying. You may not agree with it, but understand what they are saying. And that's what I've been trying to say on this show for the longest, that yes, there are good men, good women out here. And I think some, due to the bad ones, all at times get painted with that bad brush. But on the other end, that this is something that's been going on since the beginning of time. So now we're at 2021 and we're still talking about the same thing. It's about time that you open up the dialogue and have conversation with folks like that brother that wrote that, to have a better understanding of that kind of issue. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to keep missing the mark, because you're not listening.
I mean, something has to break the cycle, right?
Hey, I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we need to hear all perspectives. And this has been going on for a while. And I've been saying this, that this one-on-one, this 20 and 30 and 40 years and all this lifetime, everybody don't meet their soulmate in life. And if you meet your soulmate in life, or you have strong morals and this is the way you live your life, so be it. But there's a lot of people that don't live their life, and that don't mean they're bad people. That doesn't mean they're bad people. And this brother just said what he does. I don't know, if I'm not here to judge him. He has to deal with that on Judgment Day with God. But at least he put out how he felt and how he moves.
And Eric asked the question, what cycle? The cycle I'm talking about is the cycle that, the people that are doing the cheating that they see, like men. You came up, you saw your dad cheating. You saw your granddaddy cheating. You see your uncles cheating. So you think it's okay.
And I've seen I've seen aunts and grandmas
I know,
I've seen, but see, that's why I said I got into this with another. I don't want to that.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I'm speaking that way because that was a guy that said that. So I'm saying that men, you see that.
Because more men are going to talk about it than women, because women are going to stay in this box. But if you talk to women that do cheat, then we can have this. I got into a big hot discussion last Friday night on the show about this, and I told the sister, you keep dogging us men, but you're not listening to what you're saying. You keep saying women have stepped up, now it's time for men to step up. And I'm like, you're making it seem that women are the only one that step up, and you cannot have that proper dialogue. So I hear what you're saying, Veronica, that a man has written that letter, but we cannot continue to say men cheat because we're not getting letters from women. When we got a letter from that woman, and then her husband came in and said she slept on the married day with her brother. And then you still try to flip it and then want to say she cheated.
Who said it?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Veronica. Well, Veronica and Tori, Fatine, I want to ask you a really question that Eric put up there. What is a soulmate?
That's interesting. For me, I think when I use that word, what is a soulmate, is that you meet someone that it's like a perfect fit in life, that you're like hand in glove. I think we've all have dealt with people that have not been compatible, but when you meet somebody that not only compatible, but there's something that's inside that y'all both feel with one another and seem like y'all are in sync, that is what a soulmate.
Yeah, like you feel it, that first connection. Like it don't take years for you to recognize.
That's what I was gonna say.
And that connection stays, and it's easy for it to stay. It's just natural. It's not something that needs to be forced. It doesn't need to be fed. It's something that is continually burning.
Yeah.
Because like usually when there's someone that you have a strong, and here's the thing. Now I'm not sure if you're saying that you can have one soulmate. I think now I believe in soulmates, but I don't believe that you have just one.
That's
I
correct.
believe there's you can have more than one soulmate. But if you have that strong connection with
Preach,
someone,
Toy.
like I,
Preach.
but you can have a connection with someone, because I've had a connection with someone, and it's like they knew my thoughts before I said anything. If I'm saying that they're able to finish my sentences, but they can, like, it's like they really know me more. Sometimes they know you so much. Sometimes they can know you better than you know yourself. This connection is so strong. Sometimes that connection is so strong, it's scary. It is scary.
Well, let me tell you, let me say something, Tori. When you start talking about people finishing your sentences, you be around somebody long enough, they could probably finish your sentences for you. So I mean, but that's something that you saying. But when we're talking about soulmates, you know, I feel like you can only have one. And my
Well,
definition,
what?
I think you can only have. That's just me, and
Yeah.
I feel like you are my soulmate when I put you before me, and that's how I know that you're my soulmate. When I start thinking about your well-being before I start thinking about my own.
The reason why I said I disagree with the one, because what if your soulmate is not here? You in South Carolina. What happens if there's that perfect person, but that person's in Utah or that person's in the Brazil? Meaning that there may be that person that you may never connect with that is really that soulmate for you. You
So you don't think you
understand?
can adapt? You don't think you can adapt?
Adapting is one thing. Adapting is one thing, but is that a soulmate? That's the difference.
I think so, because I'm not the same person I was 2 weeks ago. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I'm not the same person I was
You
yesterday.
wasn't the same person a few minutes ago, because at first you said I couldn't talk to you as your son, but then you kind of said, "Well, I don't understand." So you did change.
Well, I mean, but it's the way you put it. It's exactly how you put it. So I mean,
Right.
I think you know, when you start talking about soulmates, once that physical attraction is there, and then you start building upon that, then y'all souls kind of come together, and you start becoming one. And that's what I feel like. That's when you become soulmates. Now, I don't, and like Tori said, yes, there are people that you click with, but everybody I click with, I don't want to have sex with. But, you know, I just think you can make someone your soulmate. Not really make them, but you can have somebody be your soulmate, and y'all come together as one. That's just how I feel.
So then, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Marquez, is it Marquise?
Marquez.
Marquez, your soulmate is already making their way to you.
I
love
agree with that.
I received that, Marquez.
Okay.
Now,
Marquez,
Marquez,
he's talking about lifetime. So if they don't get to you in this lifetime, maybe it'll be in your third or fourth life.
Listen,
Why
I
you gotta
received
kill?
that.
Why you gotta kill the dream though?
Right.
I got to
Right,
do that because
bro.
there's too many single women out there.
Marquez was talking a whole bunch of shit all day today, and all of a sudden now y'all jumping on Marquez bandwagon. So Marquez, you got a good point, but if you back all the way up, Marquez was talking some trash today. So
No, he
no,
was not. He was talking
yes,
trash
he
to you.
was. Well, we can back
Just
all the way
just
up.
threw him under the bus, huh? Just threw him under the bus.
Him all
Told
over
me
the
a
book.
few times that I was right. So I mean, y'all love jumping down my throat.
Guru says a soulmate is someone who actually feels bad after they get busted cheating.
Voodoo child.
No, that had to
Voodoo
be
child, you need to come on the panel.
Voodoo child be flipping and flopping now.
Soulmates cheat on you physically and spiritually.
Oh, voodoo child.
What?
Voodoo child makes their own drinks. I tell you that. 'Cause
I'm telling you, Victor is hell.
What I did, I swear, I don't
Victor
do nothing.
is good. Victor make you think, boy.
You got
So
to,
you
man.
guys,
I mean, but for team, so if you're saying your soulmate may be in Brazil, so if that's the case, how do you completely know when you actually
how do
find
you
your
get to
soulmate?
them? Like,
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said, just looking at it at the end of the day, you put it in a different perspective tonight that made me say, I got to draw back on this now, because I'm just looking at compatibility, that there may be somebody out there that just really thinks like you, moves like you, but you may not meet that person. And that's why I look at it, that you may not meet that person. But when you talked about adapting, the question is, can folks come together and adapt and become soulmates? And you made me look at it from a perspective. That's why I don't believe that there is one soulmate, but can you adapt? And you making me look at it from that perspective now.
Now, I can also say this: you can be compatible with someone, but not have a connection with that person. And also,
what do you mean? You got to give me an example of that.
Yeah, give me an example.
Yeah, what does that mean? I hate to put you under. I hate to do that to you.
All right, Tori.
Yeah. But,
it's okay if you don't have an example. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of an example.
Because that's because you saying something that is you're saying something that they don't have to be, but they sound like they are the same.
No, compatibility and connection is not the same.
Well, that's why I'm asking you this example.
I'm trying to give an example, but it's not the same though.
Use Victor.
You compatible with Victor, but you ain't got a connection with Victor.
But we got every.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me give you an example of what I think Tori's talking about. All right, intimacy and sex is two different things. You can have really good sex with somebody, but you might not even want to be with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great point. That's true.
You can have sex with that person.
Yeah, there's some people that's just really good in the bedroom.
That's true.
But as soon as you finish, you want to throw them out the window.
Exactly.
Well, I don't want them.
Exactly.
But the sex is good. The sex is off the hook. But after that, I'll catch you in 2 weeks.
What?
2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Need a little quicker than that.
Oh my goodness.
Makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Lord have mercy.
I'm waiting for my cousin to pop in here. Where you at, Pat?
Pat already came in.
I saw her come in. I'm waiting to her to talk about this compatibility thing.
So, Victor, what was your
hold on. Let me get my phone.
I don't get what was your what did you just say?
Oh,
but it's not the same.
But what I was saying was when you can have sex with someone and y'all can, connect that way. But when it's come time to going on a date or it comes time for y'all doing stuff together, y'all just completely opposite.
Arguing all the time, disagreeing.
That's not your soulmate. That's for sure.
That's not.
Well, we just talking about compatible and compassion. I think that's what.
Connection.
And you know what?
Connection.
Yeah.
Some people are good like that. Some people want that relationship where they just want that sex part of it and
so
go their separate ways.
That's right.
If you good with that, boo, hey.
Yeah.
Do you? Where's Tawan? Tawan, she had to get up like really early on the mornings that we do the tea. So sometimes she can't make it. We miss
But if she got something to say, she'll jump right on it. Trust me.
She'll pop in. We miss Tawan.
Well, Veronica, you ever had a coworker? You ever had a coworker who they were really good at their job, but you just didn't like being around them? I mean, that could be.
Yeah.
You answered that kind of fast. But team, you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, connection.
Yeah, I got you. I'm straight. I know what you're talking about.
So going back to this guy with his comment. See, I feel that I think that's why so many men and women.
Okay, that's
men and women are afraid to get in a relationship these days. With that mindset, it's just scary. because he's putting it out there. He's involved with someone, but he has someone on the side. Then he goes on to say that we're not perfect, so stop trying to find a perfect man. We do not exist. I mean, well, thank you to all the single women out there. That made them feel really good. But I know you're just one man that's speaking your voice. You're not talking for all men. Can't be.
But what he's saying is he's again, I could be totally wrong on this, but he's moving in this world where there's a lot of men like him.
Well,
and that won't admit it.
Yeah. But that is true. That is true. Mm-hmm. But from my understanding, more women are cheating these days than men.
Yeah.
And if we use y'all definition, of cheating, because you got to understand now, when we're talking about cheating, we're talking about more than just physical cheating. We're talking about conversation. We're talking about emotional. We're talking about you bringing home flowers that we didn't send, that some other dude sent you.
Now, who bringing home flowers? Now, come on, Victor. Come on, Victor.
Tyler Perry
put it in his to bring home those flowers that their man did not give them.
Tyler Perry put it in his movie, and everything he says is the gospel in y'all eyes. So I mean, it is what it is.
I'm not gonna be stupid enough to come home with no flowers that my man did not send to me.
But see, that's the thing though. That's another way how a guy can infiltrate. I talked about it before. A guy can infiltrate you. I'll send you some flowers on your birthday with no name to it, just to see if you take it home, and you might be, fool enough to take it home and think your husband bought you them flowers.
But the truth is, if you know you're not out there like that, bring it on home. But if you know you out there creeping, girl, you better leave them you better leave them at work.
But what if you not creeping and you bring them flowers home?
Then you good.
How? Because if my old lady bring home some flowers and I'm like, where you getting them from? Oh, you didn't send these? And I tell her, no, I didn't send them. Then
lies.
What I'm saying is somebody.
Now you're trying to get me caught up because you doing something. Now you're trying to make me look like I'm crazy because you the one doing it. Don't play me, sucker.
You missing
Veronica,
what I'm saying.
What it be.
What I'm
Veronica,
saying
that's
is,
what it be. They'll say you doing something because they doing it.
Stay on the table.
No, wait a minute. Listen to what I'm saying now. Let's say me and you co-workers, right? And I really like you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on your birthday as your co-worker. I'm gonna send you some flowers with no card. You don't think they might be may or may not from your husband, and you take them home, and he like, well, where the hell you getting them from? But the whole time I sent flowers, but now he looking at you like, well, what the hell you got going on? And no matter what you say, I put you in that situation.
Yeah, you put me there because you know what you're doing, you dirty dog.
Wait, see what I'm saying? I can't. That's why I tell you, it's might as well just have you a couple and go on about life, Victor. Don't worry about it. Don't even settle down, bro. You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win, bro. You ain't gonna never win, bro. Trust me.
That's not true. That's not true. You guys your voice matters on this show. Speak it.
Oh, I'm gonna speak mine.
Oh yeah, that's one thing we gonna do.
Woo. Voodoo said looking for the perfect man is going to make you miss your soulmate.
Yeah, Voodoo Child got another one up there.
I don't think no woman is looking for the perfect man. We just looking for that.
Oh
respect.
my God!
What? Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are.
He don't have to be perfect.
I seen that letter in Essence magazine when Essence used to receive the letters. You know what Essence used to do? What Tangy T is doing is write a letter into the editor, and the editor would write it. And the one person wrote in that they were looking for a man with 10 qualities, and the person said, "Will you take this man with 8 out of 10? Because nobody is perfect." And if you're looking for 10 out of 10, you may just be by yourself the rest of your life.
See, this is the thing. I think where a lot of women mess up is where, and I'm guilty of this. I did this before. Listen, Victor, you get on my nerves. I did this before. Where we messed up is writing out these lists and wanting him to check off everything on that list. That's not how it works.
Here's my pen. I'm done with mine. So
Who writing a list?
We know you got a pen.
Who writing a list?
No, you got to tear that list up. No, it don't work like that.
I'm trying
No
to figure
man
out
is
who
gonna be
write.
perfect.
Tori, you writing lists?
I wrote a list before. I have.
And you gave it to the man?
No, I wrote a list, right? I
what you
composed
looking
the list,
for? Right. What you
folded it up, and I
put it
kept
in?
the list in my Bible.
Oh Lord.
Oh man. Oh hell.
Ain't nobody gonna
Trying to
find it in there. So you thought
Oh,
that
okay. I get it, Tori.
so you thought the good Lord was gonna come and open that Bible like the tooth fairy, and when you go back to the Bible, just like under your pillow and get a quarter for your missing tooth, you're gonna find you a good man, right? That's what you're looking for. Okay. I'm gonna ring the bell for you on that one.
That's right, Tori. Keep it in the Bible, girl. Keep it in the Bible.
But I've since tore up the list. But I did have a list, and on that
I
list,
had a list.
and I'll be honest. Let me tell you why. Realistically, why I had to destroy my list. My list was ridiculous. I had like at least 100 things.
Tori, you
I ain't talking about 10. I had about 100.
But what's wrong with that, Tori? But no,
man.
well, wait a minute. What's wrong? What's wrong with getting what you want? Because at the end of the day, Tori, that's somebody gotta fulfill that list.
Tori is crazy as hell and put her upside down.
Oh my God! Let me hear.
But seriously,
I can't even ring the bell right.
Tori,
He put you upside down,
That
Barry.
is funny. Oh my God!
what's wrong with the list though? I mean, yeah, you got 100 things on there, but what those 100 things were they doable? That's the main thing.
Hell
Well,
no.
okay.
You can't get a guy with 10. You think 100 was doable?
I know one of them probably said he must carry holy water with him everywhere he goes.
Shit. Well, you know what,
Well,
Tori?
listen,
Honestly,
Veronica.
Tori, he coming back. Your man coming back. They talked about him in Revelations. That's the only man.
Oh God.
Go talk about your husband in Revelations.
Stop.
There you go, Vic.
Your husband coming back like fire, baby. He coming back like fire.
Brimstone.
Oh my goodness.
Eat burning brass.
Jesus gonna look at your list and be like, man, I don't know if I can do all that. Oh man. Oh man. Tori.
Y'all
Hey,
get on my
Tori,
nerves.
Tori, can you please?
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all at least three that was on the
No,
list.
give me 5. Give us 5. 5 out of 100, please.
Okay. And I know this.
And don't tell us about he got to look like Billy D. Williams. All right, so don't tell me that. Okay.
Oh my
One
God.
of the things I want him to have a relationship with God.
Okay.
Another thing is I want him to cook.
Oh, that means you can't cook. Number 3, I love you, Tori.
I don't like to.
I know.
I don't
Tori,
like to.
don't let him sucker you. Go ahead, Tori.
Somebody said, if you ain't cooking, what you eating? No.
Go ahead, Tori. 3.
Okay. Relationship with God. I want him to cook.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one of my friends told me, say, Tori, you're not gonna find this. I didn't want him to drink.
You'll find that.
I didn't want him to smoke.
You will find that.
Yeah.
And let me see you say 5, right? That's 4. I'm trying to think what else was on that list.
Was it something physical?
The holy water.
No. Oh, and also be
Hung
a
like
great provider. That's the 5.
Hung like a horse.
No. No.
But what's a great provider?
If you putting things on the list, you might as well go ahead and get that too.
But I had a friend of mine say, Tori, realistically, you may not find someone that don't drink. You may not find nobody that don't smoke. They may either, if they don't do both, they gonna do one or the other. They may smoke, but see, I think drinking is doable, but the smoking, I can't do that because I don't like the smell of it.
Yeah,
I know quite a few guys.
I don't smoke, and I had these little things in the refrigerator. I had like a Heineken in the refrigerator for like 2 months. So I'm not a drinker like that. So I understand what you're saying.
Well, Tori, if that's the case, you understand that if he drinks, then it's going to be social. It's going to be social, and then you're going to have to be in those social settings to ease your mind. So I think those 5 things are doable. There's guys like that all the time.
That's easy, bro. But if you get to 100, I don't think so.
She had 95 more though, y'all. 95 more.
But Tori, the thing is that list is doable. But the only thing is, most of those guys you talking about are dead or gay, so they're not going to.
Oh my God.
And a dead man ain't gonna smoke. He might not cook.
Oh God, Victor. Oh God.
That's not true, Victor.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, you can go to the old folks. So if she got COPD or whatever, he ain't smoking.
Tori is lying. And list had 3 things on it: teeth, hair, and
vitamin D.
I guess and dentures. I can't figure out what that D word stands for.
Vitamin D.
Oh my goodness.
Eric's so stupid. God said, damn, she want me to make a special man.
She want me to make I sent you Jesus. Now you want me to see something better than that. This is working.
That's not asking for much, though. That's not, Tori. But the other 95, though, we need to hear those.
Real talk. Since we on,
maybe she should have wrote Santa Claus instead of God.
Since we on relationship topics, we love
not
to get in nobody's business, but that internet dating thing, you can always do that and find somebody that meets those characteristics.
Yeah. And 2 weeks later, you be side road in the ditch.
Oh my God! Everybody ain't a serial killer.
My friend met her. My friend met her. Her husband, and they've been together over 10 years, and they going strong on MySpace.
I tried it. I tried it once. Well, twice. I tried it twice. Years ago.
Thank you, Voodoo Child. I agree with that comment.
I want a good man for my friend Tori.
Thank you.
Yeah, we all do. A good, wholesome Christian man. If there's someone out there that's good and wholesome, as the older people say.
Voodoo Child didn't say that. Voodoo Child did not say that. It's a whole Christian man.
She's looking for a man that do not smoke, a man do not drink, a man that go to church, a man that know how to cook, and a man with the D.
I had an ex that cooked, and his cooking was amazing. He had me spoiled.
Oh, what's your age limit?
What's my age limit? I'm 44. So
a woman 26. Telling her age?
You look good, girl. Go ahead, girl.
Listen, I'm 44. So
21? 21 what?
That's too young. Okay, I'm 44, so I would go up 10 and maybe down no more than 5.
Oh.
So if I'm 44, maybe 39. About 39. No, I would prefer him to be at least 40.
Okay.
But I would go up 10 to 15.
You better stay in the 30s 15? If you want that D. You want to stay 15? In the 30s.
Tori, 15? Really? Wow.
You said 15 years older?
Mm-hmm. And 5 down, 5 younger, 5 years younger.
So you're saying you're attracted to older men?
Hey, we had one for you. Dang.
Marquez, how old are you?
Wait a minute, Marquez. Before you answer that, you got to wait.
Marquez, how old are you?
Are you
Marquez
Wait.
inbox me.
What did you say?
Marquez inbox me.
Well,
That'll be the only inbox I'm gonna check.
she looking. I tell you, she
The
didn't get everything under her Christmas tree. So
The tea is hot tonight. We are setting up folks on the tea.
Oh Lord.
that's what I'm talking. Look at
Right, Vidal, right. Look at here.
this is good tonight, boy. I tell
You
you.
go to a shelter right now and meet men with those qualifications you just mentioned.
Oh gosh.
You don't want just anybody, but
Yeah, Voodoo Child, I don't want just anybody, not nobody from the shelter. You got to at least have a job.
You
You got to at least have a job.
Yeah,
and watch.
Well, you did say a provider. You did
Yeah.
say you must be a provider.
He can provide cans. You know how much cans going for right now? Man, hey, see, wait a minute. I know Fatima
You
back
have to
me
be
up on this.
specific what you want.
Why does women, when they say they want a provider, now all of a sudden there's a bracket to how much he has to earn? There's a floor, and then I ain't gonna say y'all don't have a ceiling, but there's always he's got to make at least this. A provider's a provider.
No. Bump your brakes, Victor. I didn't say a set amount. I say have a job and be a provider. That's what I'm saying. Because listen, I'm not. Let me tell you something. I would if he's a good man. Because matter of fact, okay, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it. I met a good man that actually, what do you call those workers? The people that be on the back of the garbage truck. What do you call those people?
Garbage truck worker.
Garbage man.
Yeah, but he was. Let me tell you, he was a good dude, but
okay.
Let me tell you what I had an issue with. He was good dude. Let me tell you what, and I know Eric already called me crazy, but he was short. Let me call you crazy right now. He was short. He was short.
And that probably was your soulmate. Don't be turning down your blessings.
Cray, huh? You cray, huh?
Short.
Yeah. Some women can't go out with short men.
Yeah, he was short though.
Yeah. So when Tori put them heels on, it looked like her son versus man.
He was short.
And I understand we all have our wants, what we want in a person, what we don't want.
I'm glad I'm tall. So
Eric, shut up. Eric, I'm not crazy. I promise you I'm not. I'm the sweetest person you with me. I promise you. I'm not crazy.
I only know one. I only know.
As you get older, some things on your list you find out just don't matter.
I like Marquez. How old is Marquez?
Yeah.
Marquez, inbox me. Seriously.
Ooh. Geez.
Ooh.
All right. Let me turn. Ooh.
Well, we.
Yeah, a lot of wee.
Oh God.
You can follow us at the Praise the Glory Word Hotline.
Praise the Glory.
Now 1-900
Oh God. Inbox me.
Hey, look at Marvin. Look at Marvin.
Marvin.
Ain't nothing but eyes looking.
Oh my goodness. Oh, have mercy.
Marquez, what you gonna do, Marquez? What you gonna do?
Yeah. Now you got your forward woman now.
Yeah, baby.
Look at Marvin.
Hit her in the morning. Hey, beautiful.
Jump in the inbox.
Don't do it because that word is just too much. No. Hey, beautiful. All you men use that word. It's so.
No, I don't.
What do you say?
Sure. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing.
Yes, you do. What you say?
I don't even get inboxes. I talk to my fiance.
Yeah, because you heard your fiance walking just now, didn't you? You changed your story.
Oh man.
Oh goodness.
Don't be people. Don't be people around the corner now. Come on now.
Tori, I got a question for you.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
Put you. It's not to really put you on the spot. I've known Tori, maybe not as long as everybody on here, but I've known her for a while, and I don't really have, put it like this. If somebody got in a relationship with you, I know you as a fun, laughing person. And the question is, some people get in relationships and after a certain amount of time, they change or another side of them come out. Instead of you getting up in the morning and smiling, good morning, you get up, oh, this man make me sick. Or, is there anything about you that you feel that we know about you, we know good things about you? Is there something that you're not happy with yourself that you got to work on to change?
Something I'm not happy with myself?
Yeah, that you would have to change. Because for me, I look at you as I see good qualities about you. I've seen the same person. I haven't seen you change. I may see you struggle with making a decision on something, but we all wrestle with making a decision on this or that. But I've known you to be pretty much always straightforward. All the attributes are always positive for me to you. So my question to you is, is there something else that we may not know? You ain't got to say what it is that you feel that you have to work on that folks don't see of you.
One thing that I have to work on is my communication, because okay, say for example, I'm gonna just use something simple. Say for example, if I'm dating someone and they leave the seat up and I tell you about it, and you don't correct it. Just something simple. Sometimes if something bothers me, right, I may not always address it. And like if I do address it, by the time that I do address it, it's so annoying. I done let it build up and I blow up.
So
that's what I got to work on. Like I don't always address things that bother me. I'll let it fester, and then when I get I let it pile up and I just snap. I got to work on that.
Okay. Because see, that the reason why I brought that up is because in the beginning, when you meet people, you put your best foot forward. You always put your best out first. And the little things that you know that you need to work on, those things are behind. But as time go on, you start to become yourself again. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's a good point.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is, Tori, right now it's a bidding war going on for you right now. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Look what the T doing. Okay.
What they
doing? So what he said, so Tori fell in the toilet.
What?
Oh, she went to sit down and splash.
So Tori, you wouldn't talk to someone that smoked?
Some ganja? They always smiling.
So Eric, when you say you don't follow any religion, that means, let me ask you this question. You say you don't follow any type of religion. Explain to me, what does that mean? You don't believe in any higher power? What exactly does that mean? Now, I wouldn't have an issue.
He working, boy. He working. I don't smoke. He ain't say I don't drink, but he said I don't smoke.
Well, he got a drink in his hand on his profile picture.
See how you gotta be messy? Don't messing nothing up.
That's Kool-Aid, dude. That's Kool-Aid.
Sorry, come on. I mean, really, ain't that wrong with,
that's red Kool-Aid.
Well, see,
I'm not saying he have to be an alcoholic.
Well, here's the thing.
Like period.
Here's the thing. Just like one of my friends pointed out to me, she was like, "Tori, you being unrealistic." So I would say, if you do drink, don't let it be excessive. like get sloppy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Nobody
I've-
want nobody
because
sloppy
I've
around
seen-
them drinking.
Yeah, because I've seen someone they was in a relationship and they person drunk to the point where they got sloppy and
Yeah.
it was embarrassing them. If it's not excessive, then
No.
yeah,
What
I don't
Yeah.
think I'm wrong.
No female wants that.
If I'm
And
gonna
as
drive my
far as
car there, I'm gonna drive my car back. So that don't drink.
he also asked me, wait a minute, how I get on me? Oh, Fatine did this.
Marquez,
The other thing is he also asked, okay, Marquez, that's cool. The other question that Eric asked me was about the smoking part. I don't think I would have an issue with that. Not well.
hey, don't settle. Don't settle, girls. Don't settle. If you don't want it, don't settle. If you don't like someone that don't smoke, hey.
But see, the herb is different from all of it wrong, but the herb is different.
Because that is like from the earth.
Yeah, that's different from the regular cigarette, but I'm gonna have to think about that one.
But how about if you have that cigarette breath? Like this.
Stop hating, Veronica. God, no, you talk about me.
No. And Marvin talking about he drank, but I'm not a drunk.
Right. No one want nobody around them drunk like that.
Oh
Why
my
not?
goodness.
I mean,
That ain't for y'all. Listen.
I've been there and
Hold
I've
up.
been
What voodoo? You see what voodoo
in
chapter?
there.
I just see about the bonnet.
Really, voodoo? Post a picture in my silk bonnet.
Tori.
So these men really know what they're doing.
Well, that is true. That is true. That's what I said.
Seriously, Tori, you know that I've been wanting to do this on the T anyway. We tried this last year. We tried this. Was it last Valentine's Day? We talked about, hooking up you and I think it was
Brittany.
Me and Brittany. It was Brittany and Jaeger. We need to get that going. Like I feel like there should be we can play a dating game show. Like what was the name of that game show where they had the 3 men behind the curtain or whatever?
The dating game.
The dating game.
The dating game. So we'll do that.
Okay, so I think the last time you did that with me and Brittany, I think you told them to email or something. But I think if you do something like that, this time around, I think it would be cool if you guys screen them first though. Because y'all know what
you don't want Victor screening nobody.
Oh Lord, yeah, Victor toxic.
First of all, Tori, I'm screening background check, so you might want me to damn screen.
That's
him.
right. You know him.
I'm giving credit scores. I'm giving damn everything. So you might want me on that, but I'll back up.
Well, I mean, is that important to you, Tori? Is it important for you to have somebody to have a good credit score, for somebody to not have killed anyone, for somebody to not have been in jail or anything before? Like, is all that important?
I'm looking at Marvin. I'm trying to answer you and looking at Marvin comment. Marvin's stupid.
He said, I saw Tori at the
Marvin, no attention.
No, he talking about they asking for
what lounge you saw me at, Marvin?
You was at the hookah lounge? What do you call it?
What is that?
Hookah.
Where they and
where's that located? Because if that's where they do poetry, because I do poetry. If that's what he's talking about, I probably was there to do the poetry, but I didn't stay.
Don't listen to what Marvin's saying. Listen, we're trying to hook you up. What are your qualifications?
Look what you did, Fatine. You gonna not a show on me.
I didn't do anything.
Marquez got a great credit score.
Ooh. You have a car in 2 weeks.
Hold up now. Hold up. That's just an accusation.
But make sure you
right
put
now.
it in your name.
It ain't been confirmed. It should be confirmed.
Oh, so Marquez will be one contestant. Okay, let me know. Do you want me to do it or not? Because I can hook it up. We'll have 3 contestants. Marquez is already won.
I got a white dude for.
So Victor, you and I gonna get together and for team, maybe we'll throw some money in. We'll he let the man pay for it. Okay, I just thought it was gonna be like
Nah,
we
the
gotta
man
look
gonna pay
professional.
for
Like we
it.
gotta look like Steve Harvey. Them, you know how they be sending people off on dates.
Oh yeah. We gotta pay for the dinner and everything.
I'm gonna tell you what I'll tell you what I do.
And we gonna put him in a car because Tori gonna be drunk when she come back home. She says she don't drink.
Tori, don't do it.
No, Tori don't drink.
Don't do it.
I'll
But
tell you
yeah,
what I
let's
do.
talk
I'll
about
tell
this
you what
like
I
for
do.
real. We're getting this going. And Valentine's Day, I think Valentine's Day is on a Sunday. Is it this year?
No,
But
that's
we
no. That's not do Valentine's Day because that's too
Why?
personal. That's too personal. That's too personal.
What's personal about it? They just going on a first date.
On
What's
Valentine's Day.
personal? That's romantic.
But
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say. Well, I put that energy out there. Just
Let's do the end of February.
I tell you this, Tori.
The end of February?
For the first day, I'll pay for it. How about that?
Ain't nothing wrong with Applebee's. Okay. Give me their ribs. Well, I'll
Okay,
try not to
Tori.
do like that no more, but that do sound tempting. Go ahead, Victor.
I'll pay for it. Whatever restaurant y'all decide, I'll pay up to $100.
Where she went? Tori got scared.
Marquez jumped in that inbox. He must have showed her something. She had to go. But seriously, Veronica, I tell you this. I'll whatever restaurant they choose, I'll put $100 down, and whatever the change is, they just make sure they use the whole 100 then, whatever. So I'll pay for the date.
Woo! Thank you, Victor. That is so nice. Girl,
Y'all, I don't know what happened.
Victor,
we know what happened. We know what happened. So
you went to take that inbox.
you got something so big in the inbox, you had to come off the screen there, girl. That's what happened.
Don't let change your mind, though, Tori. Don't let a picture change your mind.
But
Stick
Tori, I
to
tell
your
you,
gun.
So Victor's gonna put up $100 for the date, Tori. He's paying for it.
Oh, wait a minute. This is going to be good.
Tori's so excited she froze.
But Tori, with the $100 now, whatever's left over, you tip your waitress or waiter.
He tip. How about that?
No, because no, we're not doing that. Because
why?
if I am paying for the date, then I got the whole thing. I would like for Tori to tip the waiter. Why he shouldn't have to spend any money?
Tip? Why do Tori have to tip?
Tori's not tipping. If I'm giving you $100 and your meal is $75,
keep the change, Tori. Tori, keep the change and let him tip.
Fatigue,
no,
come on,
say
man.
we putting it. If he's putting it up, yeah.
I'm laughing at these comments.
Tori, pay attention to what we're saying. Keep the change.
No, we ain't saying that.
Well, I'm saying it for you.
Oh.
Well, it will be on the honor system anyway. So I mean, Tori, you're a good Christian woman. Please do the Christian thing.
Give the waitress the tip. That's correct.
Give the waitress the tip.
I could do that. I'll tip. I can do that.
I'm still not getting why does she have to. I mean,
because Victor's putting the money up. Why he's not giving? He's not giving them the money. He's paying for the date, and everything goes to the restaurant.
Everything goes to the restaurant. The whole $100.
Sorry. Come after that change you have. Come over to the boutique, and I'll hook you up. Bring me the change.
Am I freezing, y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, you are freezing.
No, I'm just playing, Tori. Yeah, go ahead and pay the tip with that.
All right,
Tori, please keep your location private, because somebody's looks like some people want to crash your date. So whoever you decide to choose, we'll get together and I'll
we'll put a track on the card.
Marquis said Tori haven't checked her messages. No, not yet. She'll check them after she
All right,
gets off.
yeah, definitely check it. Okay, so are we getting a limo and all that? Are we going all out? I mean, this is the tea. Well, what y'all
I got
gonna
a
do?
homeboy. I got a homeboy that's got his own limo service.
Ooh.
Okay, Fatine, what you doing? I'm just sitting back. I'm the host.
I rented from him quite a few times. And he does it by the hour. But see, this is the thing now. When you start talking about a limo, the only reason I would say no to the limo is because we putting Tori and this guy in a space together, and they need to come in separate vehicles and leave in their own vehicle. Well, they leave however they want to, but there's no point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now look at your cousin of the team.
Suppose it's over $100.
Well, they
That's
got a
right.
budget.
If it's over 100, I got
budget.
it. I got it, but there's a budget. Okay.
Ain't no budget.
It's okay. First of all, there's no alcohol because Tori don't want no drinker. So I mean,
yeah. So they drinking juice.
So
I mean, what
suppose-
meal? It's no meal costs over $100 in Florence.
You can go to that restaurant. They have one at the beach and they have one in Columbia as
Why
well.
would Tori go to the beach?
A beach, man. We go to
So yeah.
Man, just go to Thunderbird or you can eat buffet.
Oh man, come on. This supposed to be romantic. Can we make this happen?
No, it's not. She said the end of February. No.
Well, in that case, Tori, just go to Chick-fil-A, get a number one with a lemonade, and y'all just sit out there under the tent and chill. My God, what do y'all mean? This is special.
I'm going to get me some food that is good. So Thunderbird is good for me down there.
And she might want to drink that night.
No.
Thunderbird, no.
She said no. She said no Thunderbird.
We'll talk about that though. We'll talk about
you know I don't know the places down there.
Well, wait a minute, Fatine, let me ask you a question. When it comes down to a first date, should the woman order the most expensive thing on the meal, or should she be looking out for the man's pocket?
Chick-fil-A is lit. Well, that's true. I mean, because you don't want to be like, let me get that steak right there with the baked potato and that and that and that, and let me get this for starters.
Because a woman eat like that on the first date.
Victor Pan. Make it 200, Victor.
Well, look at Voodoo Child hating. Do you know Voodoo Child, Tori?
Yes, I know Voodoo Child.
What? How am I crazy? Y'all know I'm just talking, right? But I do want the best for Tori, though. I do, because Tori is a really good girl.
I know where Tori like to go. I ain't gonna say it, Tori, but I know your spot.
But listen, like I really want this to work out for her, because Tori is she's a really good woman, and she deserves a really good guy.
And I'm gonna tell you now, you don't treat Tori right, I'll be on the first thing smoking coming down. Then I know Victor down there. So y'all better treat whoever better treat her right.
Nah, Tori got access. She got a pistol in the pocketbook. I'm gonna give her one a throwaway she can put in the pocketbook. You have to let it go.
Oh, you know what, Voodoo? That's a good idea. Maybe I can do the tea that night. Like I can host the tea wherever they're at.
No.
Oh God,
Voodoo, I like that idea.
I tell you, this damn COVID, because I would come down, boy. This is
first dates should be a buffet, Marvin. And seriously, who is doing buffets right now with this COVID going on? That's just nasty. Like, I don't think no buffets should even be open at this point.
Well, we're talking about the end of February.
Yeah. So get your food and go back and eat in your car.
So Tori, let me strategically give you some advice when it comes to this. You need to pick a time that's maybe afternoonish. You know what I'm saying? Something that's not late night, a date, maybe 2-ish, something that's, a lot of people will be at, not a lot of people, but, kind of look at the area. You need to park somewhere that you can see your car, make sure that, I'm not going to give you too much of the things, but, you need to make sure that you are protected.
Tori, we can double date. We can double date, Tori.
Bye, Veronica.
Am I
I'm
freezing?
trying to get a free meal. That's what she's trying to.
Send
Tori,
200. That's right. Send 200, Victor. I gotta make sure things go right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
All right.
freezing. Am I
Stephanie,
freezing
All
myself?
right.
Stephanie, I might make this happen. I might make this televised. Yep.
Well, whatever y'all
So
decide to do, Tori, I got a
Tori
dog.
went out
Voodoo
again.
must be Voodoo. He keeps sending them.
What he say?
Voodoo keeps sending all them inboxes, and she can't stand it.
Voodoo or Marquez?
Oh, Marquez, excuse me, Marquez. I'm sorry.
is Voodoo Child a guy or girl?
Voodoo is a guy. Voodoo
Oh,
works in radio as well.
oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. Like I said, whatever restaurant she decides, hopefully it's some place that, they both can enjoy. And this COVID's kind of, down, but they do need to be screened. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yep. Well, if they want to do it,
Let's do
however
it.
how they want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
We just all off the topic. Like we
So,
went
yeah, I was like, when we go,
But it don't matter. But we might have found a connection. This might be what the tea was meant to be about.
okay, everything happens for a reason.
I get
Yep.
that,
yeah.
The tea is hooking people up. Well, Tori will probably pop back on. All right, guys. So what? We've been on here. It's going on 2 hours.
Yep. I was gonna do this in my daughter's room. I'm glad she just came home. She usually coming home after 2. She in before
Thank you.
10.
We need to let me and Fatine plan the date.
Okay, I'll back off.
Plan the date.
Yeah.
And we
You
can
back
make
off.
sure, and we'll make sure that it's in a safe place and that Tori's well taken care of.
That's right.
Well, I appreciate it. You guys, you are the best, and I know you will look out for her.
I mean,
Because
you can go, but you just need to be sitting at another booth.
peeping in the corner.
There you go. Somebody needs to be there to make sure, somebody
I'll
needs to
go.
be there too. Yeah.
So what is our final advice to our letter writer tonight? That what should they do in the sense of the parent situation creeping?
So Tori says something's going on with her internet, so hopefully she'll be able to get back on. Yes. Okay. So the lady, well, Fatine, you can kick it off. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, I just said earlier that, before you go and sit there and open your mouth and you don't know where that's going to go, I just think that there could be a conversation with the father. And I just think that you respectfully have a conversation with your father. Just say, hey, this is what's happening and blah, blah, blah. And I've seen this happen before where somebody saw something and they confronted their father and say, look, Daddy, you need to do what you're going to do. Don't do it over on this side of town where I'm going to see it, because if so-and-so get out of place, I'm going to lay them out. So what I'm saying is just go ahead and, for me, just have that conversation with your father and just say, listen, this is, I'm not getting in your business, but I am getting in your business from the perspective of I'm your daughter and I'm not just your child. I'm both of your, I'm the child of both of you. And this bothers me from that perspective. And, and hopefully he can handle it in a responsible way.
Only thing I'll say is I think the team has made some good points, but if the person actually knows that the father's actually cheating, then yes, I 100% will say everything that the team says. But if you don't know 100% that that's what your father's doing, then I would say either get more evidence or just leave it alone.
My internet is going crazy. It's moving super slow. I don't know what.
You know why it's usually super slow? Because there's a lot of other people that's inboxing you right now and tying up the internet. That's what's happening. That's what's happening.
So, Tori, what are your final thoughts for this young lady? Should she tell her mom or go to her dad? What do you think?
I stick by what I said initially to verify if it's true and have a conversation with her father and try to come to a resolution. If he try to be like Victor, I'm telling for sure.
Oh, Victor, poor thing.
I get it, don't it?
Victor,
Well,
don't. Victor want his kids to condone his wrongdoing. No.
Hey,
Who says it's
Veronica, what's
wrong?
your final say, Veronica?
I don't know. This is a sticky situation when it comes to your parents. I feel like those are two people that brought you into this world. Um, why would you want to, come between? Why would you want to come between your parents? Like I said, I know a situation like that this day where this girl caught her dad cheating, and she confronted him. She told her mom, and now her and her mom are living their life, don't have no kind of connection with the father. So I just think that I just think that it's messy. I think that was just now if it's not like messy out there in the street where you out there making my mom look so crazy, like you in restaurants and you walking in the park and all that with this lady and my mom at home, I'm going to have a problem with that. I know either way is messy. I just say, like they always say, pray about it, baby. I don't know. I just feel like that's a sticky situation. I don't think she should tell. But if it's bothering her that bad, where it comes to a point where she's not sleeping, she's not eating, like it's just really tearing her up to say something, then you go with your gut and you tell it. But until you get to that point,
I think, didn't Beyonce go through something like this? I'm not talking about her and Jay-Z, but with her father, Mr. Knoll and Tina Knoll, Mrs. Knowles, when they were together, Beyonce saw certain things, but remember, she was a child at that time. He was the manager.
Yeah.
And, but not only did she see certain things, the mom saw certain things. So when mom's made her move, Beyonce made her move. You know what I'm saying?
Let your mom make that decision, because that's just like someone said earlier. I feel that the mom probably already know. The mom probably most likely already know. So I don't know. But this was a great show tonight, guys. I really appreciate you guys. I think
listen, Veronica, before you end, first of all, can y'all hear me clearly? Can y'all see me okay?
Yes.
Because y'all freezing on my end. But let me say this before you end, Veronica. I'm looking at the comments and I see Voodoo Child said, Veronica, let the guys plan the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of that.
So 15 and Victor gonna plan my day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We got you.
He can't send you the Thunderbird.
No, we ain't sending it to no buffet because of COVID. Nope.
Oh God.
I think they'll do a great job though, seriously.
And it has to be, here's the thing. It has to be, like Victor said, around 1-ish, 2-ish. And it has to be like on maybe a Monday or Tuesday. A location where it's not gonna be crowded, because I still don't go out that much due to COVID. I really don't.
1 or 2 on a Monday?
On a Monday or
Somebody's gonna be at work.
Don't you want somebody to have a job? You want them to have a job, right?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Tori, I work at a paper mill. I can't just leave at 1 or 2. I don't get a lunch like that, man. You.
Okay, so the weekend, the places are crowded.
They crowded down there?
You can go early in the day, 1 or 2 o'clock in the day. It's not.
They're not crowded. Yeah, they're not as crowded as 1 or 2 in the daytime.
Okay. Listen, I am cool with a picnic, but here's the thing: if I did say like a picnic, but here's the thing:
it's cold.
No, but here's what I was about to say. Wherever it has to be an open space, and here's the other thing, and I'm gonna say this publicly. If I go out on a date, I'm gonna have Veronica somewhere, somebody. They could be somewhere in the back if in watching having my back.
Oh
Like you
yeah,
could be
we
somewhere in
got.
the cut.
We ain't have to
You see
say
what's
that.
going
We got
on.
that. We got you.
I'll be there.
We got you.
Okay, and let me tell you both of y'all this because of this and all this. Whoever Tori goes on a date with, if it's on a Saturday, I would like for you to get a rapid test that Friday or at least that Thursday.
A what
Okay.
test?
A
COVID rapid
Oh,
test.
yeah.
Okay. Yes. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, we're not fooling around out here.
So I mean, we looking out for you. You ain't even thinking about that. You just ready to see this man and eat. But
See what he working with.
I don't know what Tori worried and looking at. Looking at the steak and looking at
Oh God.
Better check out that
Y'all
print
know I'm
work.
greedy.
And if somebody said when the next show, when she comes to tell it, like at 2 and 2, it'll be Tori's tea that night, huh?
Tori's
Yes, or you got to bring the tea back. Let us know how it went down.
That's right.
Stephanie, yeah, have a good night, Stephanie. Thank you so much
Night,
for
Stephanie.
watching.
so I guess Veronica and Tori gonna stream the guys and just me and team are just playing the date. We'll
Yep.
do that.
No, Tori's not doing that. We are doing it. She's not going to see the three guys until they come on here. Bam.
Okay.
Wait, how did they do it on the dating game? She saw the guys first?
No, they went on she went on 3
Oh,
dates.
they went on dates
Yeah,
first.
yeah. They ask questions and then
No, I want it to be different. I want it to be like I'm not gonna bring them on the screen, but Tori's gonna ask questions.
and we can hear them, right. And then she picked which one, and then we bring all of them and introduce all of them, but pick the one. Yeah, I like that. That's how we do it.
I don't
So we
think
can
Tori
hear
needs to
them.
know who she shouldn't even be able to see him. Leave them backstage, and then
That's
when
what I'm
they go to
saying. That's what I'm
don't
saying.
let her see him.
Tori, don't let age knock you. Don't let that could be your soulmate. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
All right, guys. Well, it's late.
Hallelujah.
All right, this is so much fun. Thank you guys so much. You know, I love all of you. Don't wear a hair bonnet. She know better than that.
Glad you feeling better, Veronica, too.
Yes.
Yes, Veronica, glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. And this show made it even. I feel so much better because I still was a little, but since we had this tea, yes, this was awesome. So guys, thank you so much. Thank you to the young lady that wrote the letter. Appreciate you. I'm praying for you and your family. I hope everything works out. I hope this doesn't, destroy your family. And I just wish the best for both of you, for all of you. So if you would like to be a guest on Tangy Tea of Life, please send me an email at tangyteaoflife@gmail.com, or you can inbox me right here on Facebook. If you would like to be a guest or topic suggestions, just holler at your girl. We'd love for you to be a guest, though. We would love to see new faces on the team, but we also love everyone that's on the sidelines that be chiming in. We really, 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 really do appreciate each and every one of you. Eric, yes, please send a letter.
But this is the team that brings the noise.
But this is the team that
brings the noise.
That's right. I appreciate every one of you. My co-host, Victor, thank you so much.
I'm laughing at Voodoo Child.
Thank you, Tori, for sitting in on the tea tonight. And of course, my brother Fatine, all the way from New York, joining us. Fatine, you had a hot show the other night.
I was gonna ask you when you came on. I thought I saw you come on last night. It was last night.
I don't know. Was that last night? I can't remember.
Which show you talking about?
It was like 6 of you all, and
with the congressman I had on. Yeah, that was last night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but keep doing your thing. We in it together. That radio life is something. But of course, this tea right here is separate from radio, but
Yeah,
I live and breathe radio, so this is what we do.
that's
So,
right.
Tori, you know about that life as well. But yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you for joining tonight. We had so much fun, and we'll be back with the tea next week, God willing, and we will see you guys. Once again, thank you all for leaving your comments. We love you guys, and you know the tea would not be anything without you watching every week. So take care of yourselves, be safe out there, practice that social distancing, and wear your mask. All right.
And could I say one more thing? Happy Martin Luther King Day, and just don't go out there and buy something. Learn something and apply something that Dr. King did or applied or said something. So this is his birthday weekend. Tomorrow is his official birthday, and then Monday is his celebrated birthday.
Absolutely. Thank you.
My girl. My girl.
Who is that, Victor?
That is my gal, Miss Pelosi herself, Miss Impeach. I'm wearing that.
Alrighty.
I will be wearing that on the inauguration day. You know, I had to support my Biden hair. Oops, I broke my chair.
That's why you about
If he'd have disappeared, and them boots would have went up in the air,
Listen, I didn't say that thing. The
we
views,
would have went out with a bang.
the views of Victor is not the views of Tangy Tea of Life. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Everyone have a great night, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching Tangy Tea of Life. We're live on Facebook and also on YouTube, so don't forget to head over to YouTube and show us some love over there as well. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night, guys. Until then, we'll talk to you then. Good night.
Good night.